Eagles coach, Coach Augustine Eguavoen. Coach Augustine Eguavoen, Nigeria will be taking on Tunisia in the round of 16. Are you looking forward to that game, Coach?
Well, congratulations to our team. We qualified. Now it's clear we're playing against Tunisia, which is another North African strong team. And we'll continue to work hard like we've always done. Same approach, same determination. Tactics might differ a little bit. Both a little bit. So we're ready. Yesterday we did a little bit of recovery training. So today we'll start working on how we work with Tunisia's game.
Well, so far, I'm sure you've been doing opposition scouting even before this fixture was thrown up. What would you say about the Tunisians so far in their campaign so far?
Yeah, they had ups and downs. I mean, the first game I think was ended in the dramatic fashion. You know what I mean? They've lost 2 penalties, 2 games as well in an open play. And yesterday they lost narrowly towards the end of the game. So for them, having qualified for the knockout stage, it's a different ball game. You know what knockout stage is? Round of 16. If you don't get it, you're off. If you get it, you're through to the quarterfinals, and it's going to be a very different game. It's a good team, technically very good, and they're fast as well. Typical North African North African team. So we will find a way to see how we counter them and make sure we come top at the end of the day.
Thank you very much, Coach Augustine Eguavoen.
My pleasure always.
90 minutes under your belt. How did you feel out there today?
Of course, the conditions are very different to playing in the UK. It's very hot. The humidity plays a big part. However, I was able to cope and play 90 minutes and help my team to get the result we wanted.
Creation of chances. Of course, we saw a lot of that, but the goals continue to evade you. Is it something that bothers you? Do you feel any sort of concern right now that you're not scoring goals? Because I'm sure you really need goals.
At the end of the day, I wasn't even starting, so my main concern is trying to get myself back in the team. Goals will come. I just wanted to make sure I'm putting a point out for the coach that I'm ready whenever. But the main thing for me is that the team's doing well. We have a long goal. That's what I'm focused on.
Can you just help us capture in your own words, how this team is, like what the bond is like in this team?
The team right now is like one big family. Like we're all fighting for each other. It shows on the pitch and it shows off the pitch. We're ready to work for each other. We're always talking. We're always trying to improve. So we won't just rest on this game. We'll have to prepare for the next game and see how far we can go.
So in the first half, Sadiq Umar kind of like struggled, and we noticed like some of the players were trying to, talk to him to get his confidence back. Did you have any particular words for the forward after?
Every time I talk to him, I always say like, there's no pressure, enjoy. There's a reason why you got called up with Super Eagles. Just go and enjoy yourself, and the goal will come. And thankfully, the goal came for him, and I'm sure that doing the world of good.
How do you rate the Guinea side generally?
We analysed them before the game, and we knew they were going to be very hard to break down. They're very physical side, as you can see, and they want to compete. They want to do the same thing as us. They want to qualify to the next round. So we knew it wasn't going to be easy, and as you can see, they made it very difficult. But I think with the players we have, we're able to come out on top. We've got quality on the pitch and quality ready to come out on the bench. So we're always ready.
So let me take you back to that first half. At halftime, obviously the coach must have said something to the team in the locker room. What exactly did he tell you guys?
The coach, he probably didn't have to say anything because we knew ourselves that we needed to up the intensity. But the coach did say, make sure you put a bit more than we did in the first half. Like it was okay, but there's always room for improvement. Like there's room for improvement right now. So we'll analyse this game and then go into the next.
In our books, Alex Iwobi did well in this game, maybe above average. Do you think you convinced the coach?
I don't know. I'm not the coach's man, so we have to wait and see. But I'm pleased with my performance as well as the team's.
All right, thank you very much.
Actually, of course, it's no longer news that the prosecution amended the former 7-count charge to 15-count charge, and they were served at the close of work the day before yesterday. So when the matter came up yesterday, so we said that it cannot go on because Nnamdi Kanu needed to see the amended charge and advise, and we advised him on the plea to take. So the judge saw reason with us and adjourned the matter to today. Of course, we know that the matter has been adjourned acceleratedly. That is 18th, 19th, 20th. So as a result of that, as a result of late service and the filing of that amended charges, that of yesterday was truncated. So we are adjourned today. So when we come today, we saw the charge yesterday and we saw the reason by which we discovered that there is nothing before the judge. The charge is more or less empty. It's a replica of those charges that was struck out by my lord. They now only change some words, rechange the number and brought it in. So we said no, it cannot stand. And moreover, there is no proof of service served on us. So we said that you cannot proceed on this. So we filed no preliminary objection, challenging the competence of the judge and the jurisdiction of my lord to hear the matter, and also filed his application for bail. Of course, everybody knows that Nnamdi Kanu never jumped bail. Rather, police invaded his house and wanted to kill him. So he had to run for his dear life because he's only living that will stand for trial. But I will still come to that. So when we came today, when we came to court today, so the prosecution, Nnamdi Kanu now took his plea of not guilty on the 15 amended charges. So my lord now ask prosecution. Prosecution said that they are ready to go on. Go on with what? We have not served us with the proof of service, the proof of evidence. We have not served us anything, and we have no preliminary objection challenging the competency of the charge and the jurisdiction of the court. So we said, my lord, the Supreme Court have said in a plethora of cases that once a charge or the jurisdiction of the court or any motion is before the court, you must, no matter how stupid, that's the word the Supreme Court used, you must hear and determine that motion in one way or the other. So we decided a section, we said that my lord said, no, you cannot. I don't want to waste my time. I want to know, because we said that there is no charge. What are you trying? We said that there is no charge. The judge will first of all check whether there is a charge. So my lord now resolved that that they should respond to a notice of preliminary objection and give us 16th of this month by 1 p.m. to hear our notice of preliminary objection on the issue of bail. He said that bail should not come up because if my lord upheld our notice of preliminary objection, then there is nothing before the court. Nnamdi Kanu will be discharged and acquitted. So, but based on the invasion of his house in Umuahia this morning, Umuahia, Abia State High Court sitting in Umuahia has declared that action of federal government null and void and awarded cost of 1 billion naira in favor of Nnamdi Kanu against the federal government. Somebody cannot be on bail. Somebody is on bail and you want to invade his house and you kill 28 persons and left with some cops, and you want the court to fold hands. If Nnamdi Kanu has violated his bail condition, you should have filed for court to set aside that is a bail condition and revoke his bail. What is the essence of using the military in the name of Operation Python now to go and kill, including innocent, including some little children that are still in orange? And the Federal High Court and Abia State High Court has done justice to that this morning.
We achieved a very commendable milestone today in court because the case has taken a different dimension, and a dimension which is encouraging in the circumstance. Of course, we are aware that this matter was scheduled yesterday for hearing of our objection to the charge and also to the jurisdiction of the court to hear the matter. 24 hours before yesterday, they filed amended charge of 15 counts and served on us. So, which in effect truncated the proceedings of yesterday. And already, of course, you know, the 7-count amended charge they filed last year, we have an objection to that 7-count charge. So, which was scheduled to be heard on the 18th of this month, being yesterday, before they filed another amended charge of 15-count charge. And we have already raised an objection to that charge. We raised an objection which was filed this morning and served on the prosecutor. So on the face of that objection, challenging the decision of the court, on the ground that the 15-count amended charge is as worthless as worthless paper as what one can never imagine. It has no basis, has no merit. So, and we address each and every of the counts in our objection. In an argument which I don't want to canvass, you know, in the public domain here, is the fact that the 15-count charge is not strong enough to call our clients to stand trial. So the court will, in the circumstance, examine the objection to the charge, and which in effect is challenging the decision of the court to hear the matter. So, and determine on it one way or the other. If the court found merit in our application, the court will consequently dismiss the charge and acquit our client of the 15-count charge. This is what happened today. So the court have adjourned the matter to February 16th at 1 p.m. for the hearing of that application, challenging the competence of the charge and also the decision of the court to hear.